What's up guys and welcome to Myth Busting Mondays episode 74. Yes dudes, this is the show where we bust the myths that you guys leave in the comment section below. So if you have any myths that you would like to see in next week's episode, all you've got to do is leave those in the comment section right now or at the end of the video and we'll see which ones get featured next week. Today's episode, we've got quite a few myths for you dudes that are absolutely awesome. So if you haven't already, dudes, make sure you do leave a like. We'll aim for 2,115 likes on this video. You know how we do. And without further ado, guys, let's get on to the first myth of today's show. So the first myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Phoenix Rise Player. And they say myth. On Die Rise, if you put a weapon in the weapon storage or the fridge to you and me and go down in Who's Who's mode and quick revive, can you get yourself your weapon back while in Who's Who's mode? And then loads of pizza emojis. Thank you so much for sending that in, dude, and let's go and check this out. That sounds really, really cool. So if you guys have never played Die Rise before, basically there is a perk on here called Who's Who, and that basically allows you to get yourself up again in a ghostly form and go and revive yourself. Really, really cool. And also, we've got a fridge on this map as well, where you can place a weapon into it and save it for a later game or even just later in the game that you are in. So let's go and check out this myth, dudes. Can we get a weapon back when we are in the Who's Who mode? So right now, dudes, you guys can see on screen right now that I do have quick revive and also Who's Who. So we're gonna go and place that weapon in the weapons locker right now. We can also down ourselves, and then once we are downed, we will enter Who's Who mode. So we are officially now in Who's Who mode, dude. So let's go over to the fridge and see if we can actually collect our weapon from that fridge right there that we put in there before. So it was the PDW, right? So let's go over to the fridge right now. Let's check this out, and boom. Yes, dudes, you can go and collect the weapon that you placed inside the fridge inside of Who's Who mode, and then you can go and revive yourself as well. Really, really cool. So there you have it, dudes. You can get your weapon from the fridge inside of Who's Who mode on Die Rise. Thank you so much for sending that in, Phoenix, and let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Alex Lopez, and they say myth. In Black Ops 3, if you have self-revive gobblegum or self-medication with a turned zombie and you get downed but the turned zombie kills another zombie, will you get back up again? Now, if you guys don't know what the gobblegum self-medication is all about, basically if you go down when you have this gobblegum active, you'll keep all your perks as long as you get one zombie kill and you'll instantly be revived as well. So Alex Lopez is asking, if a turned zombie gets that kill and you don't, will it still allow you to keep your perks and will you get back up again? Let's check it out, dudes. So as you guys see right now, I am on the Eisendrach, and let's hit that gobblegum machine and hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves that self-medication gobblegum as well. It looks yellow to me, and boom, yes dudes, we get that self-medication from the gobblegum machine. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a turned zombie with my Shiva that has the turned attachment on, run it into the electric trap, down myself, and we can see if this works. So here's the electric trap. Let's down ourselves. Boom, we're down, and is he going to be able to revive us? No, actually, the turned zombie is completely ignoring all the other zombies when we are down. So at that time, he can't kill anyone. So there's no way of actually knowing if this would have worked or not if the turned zombie did kill a zombie, because there's no way of knowing. Dudes, he didn't want to go after any of them. If you are down, the turned zombie will ignore other zombies. So there you go, dudes. There's your answer. No, the turned zombie cannot revive you when you have self-medication active. That was an awesome myth, and let's get on to the next one right now of today's show, dudes. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Nathaniel Selasa, and they say, when you do the pacifier charm and place down a transponder outside of the mess hall and use a transponder while placing down the pacifier in the mess hall, can you exit the mess hall when the room is blocked off with the doors? Love your videos, and then loads of pizza emojis. Thank you so much, dude. So if you guys don't know, when you are doing the pacifier charm on RAVE in the Redwoods, doors spawn in around the mess hall, obstructing you to actually get out of that room. So we can place down the transponder outside of this area. We'll place down the pacifier, and then we can find out if we can exit by doing that method. Let's check it out, dudes. So right now, guys, we do have that transponder in our inventory. So we're going to go and place it outside of the mess hall on the floor right here, and then we'll run inside and we can place down that pacifier, which we're going to be doing in 3, 2, 1, boom. There you go. So as you see right now, both of the doors are locked inside of this mess hall, making it impossible to break out. So let's use that transponder, and boom! Yes, dudes, we are out of that mess hall right there, but the doors are no longer there. So I kind of think the pacifier thing didn't work. Let's check it out. No, dude, so it just started the ritual again, which is kind of annoying, But if you do end up being stuck in that room with no ammo for whatever reason, as long as you've got that transponder, you can exit while doing the pacifier charm, which is pretty good. I'm glad that that is in there. So if you do run out of ammo, you will still be okay. But thank you so much for sending that in, Nathaniel. I appreciate that a lot, dude. And let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth today has been sent in by Colin McRae, and he says, if you go down to the Pack-a-Punch and throw the time bomb, put your weapon in the Pack-a-Punch machine, and then use the time bomb, will your weapon still be in the Pack-a-Punch machine? And will you have your points back? Love your videos, keep up the good work. And then loads of pizza emojis. Thank you so much for sending that in, Connor, and I think Connor is referring to the map Buried on Black Ops 2. It's the only map with a time bomb, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be that one. So right now, guys, we are running down to that Pack-a-Punch area. I'm just going to kill the final zombies real quick because there's way too many zombies up inside of there to be able to do the myth right now. So let's just kill those guys and we're good to go. So let's place that time bomb on the wall right now as well. There we go. And then we can go and place in the paralyzer into the Pack-a-Punch machine. Back off a little bit. We'll reverse time. And then we can see if the paralyzer is still inside of that Pack-a-Punch machine. So it's still there right now. Still there right now. Still there right now. We're jumping back in time. Ah, no, dudes, it's gone. And I accidentally Pack-a-Punched the AN-94 right there as well. But that means that we did get our points back because I only had 6,000 to start off with. And then I reversed time and I got all the 6,000 back again. But then I realized, why would the weapon still be in the Pack-a-Punch machine? We've still actually got the weapon because we put the time bomb down before we even placed it in there. So let's try this again right now and place the weapon into the Pack-a-Punch machine, then put the time bomb down, and then we can see if it's still going to be in the machine when we get back out of the time bomb. It should be because we placed the time bomb down when the weapon was still in there. And let's check it out, dudes. Is it still going to be there? No, dudes, it's not. So the weapon does disappear if you try and use the time bomb when it's inside of the Pack-a-Punch machine. But that was a really cool one to check out, dude. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you guys want to send any myths in for any map for next week, feel free. But we've still got 2 more myths of this week's episode left. So let's jump straight into the next one, which is being sent in by JJ Thorpe, and they say myth. What happens in Black Ops 3 Gorod Crovey if you have killing time and the L4 siege and you shoot the L4 siege and someone activates the killing time? Does the rocket launcher bullets freeze in mid-air? And then once again, loads of pizza emojis right there as well, dude. Thank you so much to Thorpe for sending that in, and let's check it out, dudes. So we are currently on Gorod Crovey, and as you see, we've got killing time and I've got the Raygun Mark 3s. But on top of that, I also have the L4 siege right here as well, dude. So we'll kill the final zombie of this round. There we go. Let's flick over to the L4 siege and shoot it right here, which has probably got the biggest distance on the map. Use killing time. And I think it blew up before we actually did that. But I think if we keep on shooting, you can see the rockets are still flying off into the distance while we have that killing time activated. And you can also see right here that the trail of the bullets is there in midair. So if we go and have a look in this corner, I'm literally just going to wait here until killing time finishes and see if the explosion occurs right near me like the bullets are going off. Boom, there you go. Yes, so the bullets do actually impact at the end of killing time exactly where they should be. So that's pretty cool. I thought they actually would hurt us because normally the L4 siege would hurt you if you shot the floor near you. But no, it doesn't hurt you at all, which is kind of coded pretty darn well. So thank you so much for sending that in, dude. And let's get on to the final myth of today's show, dudes. And the final myth of today's show has been sent in by Owen Gress, and he says myth. In Call of the Dead, can you fling George Romero on the flinger? Pizza emoji, pizza emoji, pizza emoji. So, dudes, this is something that I read and I was like, honestly, I have no idea. Usually I've got a little bit of an inkling when you guys ask myths, but honestly, I've not got a clue if you can fling George Romero or not. So we should definitely go and check this out, considering the flinger is a really, really cool trap and it's only available in a few maps. So we should definitely go and check it out and try and fling this George Romero dude, which everyone hates. Let's see if we can get him across the map, dudes. So right now, dudes, you guys find us in the middle of doing this myth. We've got George Romero fastly approaching us, but if you guys don't know, you've got to stand on the flinger trap to be able to actually fling the zombies. And unfortunately, right there, we missed George Romero. And the flinger is not going back down again because he is in the way, which is really, really, really annoying because he's super, super slow. So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to wait until he's out of that area. Let's shoot him to speed him up because then he'll start running. Then we'll quickly run around the corner. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, he will start flinging. So here we go, dudes. He is breaking it. He's good. He's good. He's going to start running right now. Let's check it out, dudes. Come on. Yes, there we go, dudes. He's going flying. So yes, dudes, you can fling George Romero on Call of the Dead by using that flinger trap. That was so awesome. I never knew that was even possible. Woo! That is some good stuff right there, dude. So thank you so much for sending that myth in. That is amazing. And remember, guys, that if you do want your myth featured in next week's episode of Mythbusting Mondays, it can be from any game you like. It can be from World at War. It can also be from Black Ops 1, 2, 3, Advanced Warfare with Exo Zombies, or even Infinite Warfare with Zombies in Space and RAVE in the Redwoods as well. Feel free to pick whatever map from whichever game that you guys want. But that has been Mythbusting Mondays episode 74, dudes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you do leave a like. We'll aim for 2,115 likes right now, dudes. And also remember to click that subscribe button if you are brand new to the channel to become the latest member of the Pizza Club, dudes. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.